Caroline coming around. She is going to wrap up the day for us. Here we have, not on this horse, but a gold medalist last year, Pan American Games. Last 16 years, Caroline has had 82 starts at this level, 66 completions, 3 wins, 18 top 5s.
It's fun hearing all those statistics.
Yeah, this horse is fairly new to the level, just 2 runs, but completing both of those, her average dressage score has been a 34.0.
Wait till you watch this horse jump, though. I think you're going to be, and it's a youngish horse, right? Like, is it 9?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah, I remember thinking it was quite young to be at Morven, but she did a beautiful job. It is a fantastic jumping horse.
Caroline, past winner here at the Carolina International. That win came back in 2017 on a horse called the Apprentice, and their finishing score was a 29.5. Out of all the winners here, Sarah, only one has started in the 30s after dressage. They've all been in the 20s, except for Will was 19, but he gets clumped in there as well. But
wow.
So you need to start off with a bang at this competition.
Well, especially nowadays. I mean, that trend is not going anywhere. We must do a good dressage test, and we must show jump. So, especially with the talk about the show jumping going to 1.35 m, you know, people that think that there's not a lot of difference between 1.30 m and 1.35 m. I'm here to tell you there is a huge amount of difference.
Yep.
So the horses that can jump that versus the horses that are, you know, comfortable at 1.30 m, it's a very different ball game. So good start out here with Caroline. Again, I think this is a great horse for the future. I would not expect this one to be, I mean, she's going to do an accurate test and have a good mark, but, you know, I would expect this one to just be developing.
Every horse, you know, comes into these big competitions at different levels, different strengths, and, you know, it's really up to the rider to, you know, think through what your plan is for the horse for that event.
Absolutely.
You know,
We've all got to be horsemen.
100%. And it's so easy to see other people in their warm-up rings. We've been there, you know, we're like, wow, they're doing that. I want to do that. But your horse might not be ready for it till the next year. And it's...
Yeah, it's hard to not feel, because we're all competitive people.
For sure.
So it's hard to not feel that sort of pressure. But, you know, at the same time, like, that's what it's all about. Like, you've got to have enough confidence in your own training program and your own, like, horse and your own knowledge and what you're doing to do what makes the most sense for the horse on the day. I mean, that's what the tricky bit is about this sport. Or one of the tricky things. So, I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think I've ever been to Carolina where I had shorts on. I don't think I've ever. I'm sitting in this tent commentating, and the sun is shining, and beautiful. I have shorts on, and I only brought them. Like, I think, why am I even putting these in the truck? But I'm so glad I did. This weather is phenomenal, and the courses look to die for. I'm very, very excited for that. Little tiny bit the same comment as I had with Andrew. There's a bit of, you know, this, you know, the horse is a little tiny bit worked up, and Caroline's doing a good job, and she's being quite sympathetic to that. What a hind leg on this horse, though. I mean, that's to me. This is what, like, when you guys watch this horse jump, you're gonna see this hind leg in action, because I mean, just look at that. But again, you know, you can eke out as many points as you can, even though there's a bit of tension and a bit of this and a bit, you know, whatever. It's a young horse. You know, she's going for every bit that she can, and just showing it off, because at the end of the day, training riding is very different from riding in the ring. And you've got to do your best, and, you know, you've got to do your best to try to eke out every little point you can get on the day with what you're given. Good change. She's like me. She was a little bit tight in the first one. And a very good change in the second one, and this is a lovely half pass. And again, just finishing it, going straight, turning. These are all just little things that, you know, like Linda, again, I'm quoting Linda Zhang again, but, you know, just don't give the judges an excuse. You know, make them give you at least a 7 if you can. And she did that transition very well. She's almost early, so she was on that, and that was great. And again, she went for the medium, not massively, but showed the downward transition. There's a separate score for those transitions, and she's well aware of that.
Yeah, with a young developing horse, I think she's going to be very happy with that.
Oh, yeah, she'll be delighted.
See if we have Andrew's score up yet. It is not up quite yet, but what an exciting day, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me at the 2024 Carolina International here in Rayford, North Carolina. That concludes the 4-star short class. We will be bringing you more exciting action tomorrow on Horse and Country, starting at 10 a.m. with the 3-star, followed by the much-anticipated 4-star at 12, 2-star at 2:01, and the live stream will conclude with the 1-star starting at 3:41. We want to thank